What's going on, fellow nerds? Dragon Ranger here with my top 3 picks from this past New Comic Book Day, November 8th. Number 3, I have Son of KAL-EL number 17 from DC Comics. Love this cover. I've really been enjoying this run since the beginning. I know a lot of people have been hating on John being aged up, but I think he's done a pretty good job filling the role as Superman while Clark was away during the whole World War saga. Now that Clark is back, he and John are trying to catch up on time missed. But in the middle of that, a new threat emerges in Metropolis that it's going to be pretty tricky for the Men of Steel to handle. Red Sin is the name of this villain, and whatever he does, or if it's just the suit that he's wearing, it's taking away Clark and John's powers. So I'm really interested to see how they combat this threat moving forward. At number 2, Batman vs. Robin number 3. Another amazing looking cover. This story has been really fun. It spun out of the World's Finest book, where the Devil Neza came back, and he's basically siphoning as much magic as he can in preparation for the return of his son, which is going to be an even bigger threat. But in this issue, Damian is possessed by the Devil Neza. Well, not really possessed, but under his control. And he lures Batman back to Lazarus Island, where all this started. And Batman basically has to go through a gauntlet of trials in order to reach Damian. And I'm really curious to see how this plays out. I mean, obviously, in the end, it'll probably be all for good. You know, he'll win Damian back, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's been a real fun read so far. The art has been great. But I'm most curious to see how things end up with the Devil Neza and his son. So, looking forward to that. And at number 1, I have KILLCHELLA number 1 from Scout Comics. This was a really cool first issue. It's got like an old school kind of slasher horror vibe. I'm really curious to dig further into the story. That's the only thing that sucks about Scout books, is that after the issue 1 release, it's 2 months before you get the next one. But this was a lot of fun. Basically, a group of friends go out to this desert where they're having this music festival. Their favorite pop star singer is basically coming back out of retirement after like 5 years or something like that. So they're all excited to see her. But the weird thing is some of her most devoted fans will do anything for her. And it's looking like they do it on purpose, just to please her. So I'm curious to see how involved she is with this whole thing and what it leads to in the future of this book. Like I said, old school slasher kind of vibes. The way that the book opens up immediately had me hooked. I can't wait to read more of this series. So check these books out.